we're looking at the light post ahead, up ahead to the right, above this truck right here, F-150. Zooming in. What does that mean? We got camera action. Obviously, we have crime here. Ain't no other reason to be putting cameras there, right? So I'm in my camera up. I'm gonna go through some of my files and delete stuff. We're gonna get on foot, so I want to shut this down, and yeah, that's literally what we're gonna do. I'm gonna shut this down, and we're gonna go on foot, and maybe I'll zoom in and show you this camera more. But let's walk this neighborhood, and like I said, I'm from PA. I walk where the hell I want. If I got a problem, they got a problem. I'm between 5th Ave and I guess Lincoln Highway, so that's Route 30. So this intersection, I don't even remember being around here, but maybe I was at another area a few blocks down, who knows. So we're gonna do a little bit of walking around. Going to be discreet with the camera. Why? Because there's a bunch of people, there's a bunch of niggas out. So if I make a comparison between here and Norristown, I can say this will be more hood than Norristown, and it's definitely niggas out and I'm just hanging around. So we're gonna do a little bit of walking around. I'm not sure which way I should walk. Maybe I'll go this way, but did see a police. Unlike Norristown, I didn't even see a cop. Philly, we definitely saw. You gonna always see police. Norristown, I didn't see one. Probably because I wasn't walking in the right section. But at least I saw one here. It's probably going to see more. But I want to walk down this way because I remember I saw more people. Try to talk louder. I don't want to talk too loud. I don't want people in my business, but I gotta get a microphone. But it's definitely like a lot of Latinos here. I definitely saw the blend. Maybe one day we come back and get an interview for one of them in Spanish. Who knows? But we're gonna just continue the tour, our solo tour, build these videos up so that way I can get more interaction. Upcoming videos I got is one of my bros gonna show me around up in New York, so we'll go around there, get some interaction. I know it's gonna be more content out there, but other than that, it looks sad around here. So this is definitely different over here. It seems to be a little bit popular. This is the supermarket I was telling y'all about when we was in a car, and seems to be pretty like well lit in there. I don't want to go in there. Should we go in there? Nah, I don't want to. Looks fresh. Look like a mini Acme basically with different name. So we got like cell phone stores and stuff over here. Like I said, it's heavy with the Spanish here, for sure. I think the census when they 2030, because they do it every 10 years. They need to redo the census, but I believe there's like a lot of Latinos here. So let me cut the camera. We're gonna walk more, and let me get to the other section over here, and then maybe I'm at the end of this. I don't know, but then we're gonna walk back and then cut over some blocks. Definitely, I feel like it get popping around here for sure in the summertime. I mean, I don't know exactly. I'm not from around here. I've been here years when I was younger, but more so the sections over from the main strip, but this stay downtown. You have it, downtown Coatesville.
You loving Coatesville?
Yeah, I like to go sightseeing. You said 18?
Yeah. I know. What's that one say? Can't see it. Maybe you can see it tomorrow.
Probably. I should have came earlier. Yeah.
You can take a picture of it. You can get in that.
Okay.
It says it at the top. See that white thing all the way at the top? All the way at the top?
All the way at the tip top?
Yeah, that tells you the date of that one.
Okay, so I'm going to come back here when it's light out. All the way at the tip top?
Yeah, that tells you the date of that one.
Okay, so I'm going to come back here when it's light out and check it out.
These buildings are so old. It's crazy.
Lady's building a nice garden, probably too dark for you to see. And that's exactly why we're going back to the car. Should have came in here during the day, but at nighttime, at least you'll be able to see how it is. She's making garden, obviously vegetables, fruits and stuff, and I like to see stuff like that because we all need to be learning how to do stuff like that. Build up your skill set. Lady just told me a little bit of history of most of these. Some of these buildings are historical, been around since like the 1800s. And there's history with this town. If you guys don't know, we have like lynching. The last lynching in Pennsylvania was here. What else had happened? Forget the name of that, but if you Wikipedia, it comes up. So the last lynching in PA, and all 15 white guys got acquitted of all charges. And yeah, whatever. What else here? The first, like the turnpike for the United States, not highway, just when they started doing the charging and turnpike and everything, was connection from Lancaster to connect from Lancaster, midpoint Coatesville, and they had Philadelphia. So that was a straight route, so that was good. One of my other questions is, what do you guys do around here? If anybody from here, if you're just watching your town, comment on the video. On a typical night, typical day, what do y'all do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? I want to know what the hell y'all do. It looks boring here. Back in the car. I don't know if I already said it again. If I had to do this clip again, we'll re-edit it. But once again, cutting down Olive Street from 4th Ave, and we can see how this neighborhood is. We can make a comparison to like Norristown. We can make a comparison to like any suburban hood type area. Maybe I should go up that block I just passed, and let's get this windshield clean for you guys. It might be like a glare because of the rain and the reflection from the rain in the windshield and the headlights from the car. Let's talk about like niggas. There's a lot of niggas around here for sure, a lot, and it seemed like niggas grew like roaches, and I just only make that observation. Why? Because that's the whole point of me. You know, I'm on my hood journaling list, so let me speed up because I got somebody behind me and they probably gonna like cry about it. It is what it is. These houses, they don't look too bad. They don't look like rough, but you could just tell. We'll always be like the niggas that just mess it up. So I've never been on this either end before, so I don't know if I should make a right or I should make a left. But it looks like if I make a left, that puts me back on Lincoln Highway. So let's get away from Lincoln Highway. Niggas always, and Latinos for sure, like to stay where it's close where there's stores. If you notice that, right? Like a main street or a main highway, something like that. So that way it's easy access. It's convenient for a lot of things. White people, on the other hand, white people could live in the boondocks in the sticks, literally with nothing. Bucket of water, a sponge, and some soap. They're gonna figure it out. Everybody else, the other class, y'all depend on being close to a structured area. So I'm gonna turn right here. This reminds me of Darby, Pennsylvania. If you go around like certain sections of Darby, like in a cut, you'll see that. Let me slow down the wipers so that way it's like. What else? Where are we going? Which street is this? I can't see. This street don't got like a sign or nothing on it, but it's kind of dark, so we're just gonna use our imagination. I don't know where I'm at. I'm just riding around literally. Now I only saw one cop, mind you. I ain't see another cop. There's a stuff right here, a Dodge Stuff. If you're familiar with those cars, it's a cool project car. I'm surprised it's still sitting there. Ain't nobody like steal it. Let's proceed forward. So I gotta keep my mark on the video because my camera like the time out, at least the one in the car. Let's make a left up, which street we on? Let's go up 5th Ave. Again, because look like, actually, let's go straight. Because I was supposed to go straight in the first place. So we just worrying about the blocks on the side. And I'm going to try to pull over and let this person go around me because I'm on my cruising. And I want to cruise, so I'll let them go. You happy? Latinos is definitely around here. Spanish is spoken. I couldn't guess what type of Latinos is out here. If you ask me, it look like Guatemalans or Mexicans or something like that. Probably. I'm not sure. That's what it looked like. But Mexicans, Latinos, or I know y'all like to differentiate it. Everybody goddamn human being at the end of the goddamn day with some goddamn shade. So I really don't want to get too technical with this. Let's proceed forward. And if you hear me say Spanish this, Spanish that, well, look, where I'm from, if you speak a spick of Spanish, you Spanish. They don't care. Just like how my skin is brown, my race is black, they say, y'all call me black, it's the same goddamn psychology. So, people just grouping up on a porch right there. I don't know if you had saw that. I mean, these are like 3-story houses around here now. I don't know if I should cut down more or what. Let's make a right because clearly that's going to take me back on the other end of like the main strip, like downtown. The downtown is like super small. Super small. You can walk that literally like it's like walking Cheltenham Mall when when you used to go in the inside. You get what I mean? So let's proceed forward. I don't want to be like nosy or whatever, but yeah, that's definitely like a police station. So I should have came around here on foot, but maybe I walked past it and didn't like pay attention. But I would have never known this was here. So if you get locked up in Coatesville, you getting hauled. Your trip from where you got locked up in Coatesville to the police station ain't long at all. That's a short ass ride for detainment, basically. Stop here. Let's go forward. Then the police station literally in range and everything. I imagine they don't have a lot of units being patrolled or whatever. A town like this, if a section in Philly, let's say Philly don't have a decent amount of patrol cars, and you might seem like it's a lot, but there's more people off duty with guns and a badge, whether if you're working in the office or whether if you're doing some type of office work or some type of work that don't include you being a police officer. There's plenty of police and cars out there. I don't know why, but the actual patrol cars, certain sections of Philly get like 8 patrol cars, or West Philly 8 or 11, North Philly 22. Places like, I could be wrong on the numbers if I was reading them wrong from the reports I was reading about Philly. But if we go around Kensington area, the lack of units around there is just not a lot. So just certain areas get certain cars. Most of people who got a gun and a badge in Philadelphia, a lot of them, there's a lot of staff that do not put in work on foot, on duty, or doing crime. No, most of them are paper pushers. That's all they is, paper pushers, and they get paid. And I'm only saying that because that's what was said in the reporters. More people doing office work than it is people on foot. That's what was said. I didn't make that up. So let's proceed forward to back around 4th Ave again. Now I'm going to make a left here because I imagine there's more to it on this section. And we walked over here earlier. And if you see some of the same places, yeah, Coatesville ain't that damn big. But unless you can point me some places I ain't go, whatever. Let's go. I want to bust this U-turn. For sure going to bust this U-turn. That was a one-way. They should have made that clear. There was no outlet. So we're going to make this left here on this one-way street and then follow this down some blocks over and see where it takes us. Now, they got hills. I'm literally, was looking across like the other side of like Lincoln Highway, and it was like, yeah, a little steep, a little bit. Like there's hills. That's what I'm saying. Reminds me of like Darby or Upper Darby, but more so Darby. Now, I'm not gonna go through these alleyways, but I'm gonna go through these alleyways just to cut down some, and we'll see where it takes us. Mind you, we just exploring, so it doesn't really like matter where it is I'm going exactly. But I'll try to like go through this slow. And I believe it had stopped raining. If it had did, then that's a wonderful thing. Oh, it didn't. We went under a tree. That's why I thought it like stopped raining. But either way, I'll just keep the windshield, like put it in an intermittent. There we go. So let's proceed a little bit faster because this alleyway is not properly paved. It's typical for Pennsylvania. Like they get what they want to get, but they ain't gonna get the back stuff, the stuff you don't see. This alleyway is pretty long. I'd be mad if I had to walk this long ass alleyway. It's not even a block long. This alleyway like 3 blocks long. One long ass alleyway. God damn. Alright, we see a ran down house. It's boarded up. Maybe it got caught on fire once upon a time ago, but I imagine that if I make a right, it's gonna take me somewhere else. So much must not be going on in like the section behind me. Probably because like, I don't know, railroad tracks or something, I imagine. I don't know, like grass area, woods or something, who knows? Many forests. Let's go down here. Let's cut down 11th Ave. You know, niggas always staying on some type of Ave. You, a Latino, Mexican, somebody, or mostly niggas always staying on the Ave. Literally true. Just like I said about in the one video, Norristown video. There's a Martin Luther King Drive, Boulevard, Highway, something with Martin Luther King School. Niggas in there shooting it up, doing stuff. And like I said, there's a main strip. Always a main strip or something, whatever. Niggas there. That's how it is. So let's go up here and see what's up and let's explore. We're gonna go a little fast to try to keep up. This side looks better. I like how she got her house. Looks like a nice garden. This block is better. And these are single family homes. I don't see like multi-family homes. This is single family homes. And I'm going to proceed up more. So this section obviously good. So usually how gentrification works is you can have one block that's messed up, right? Look, ran down. If you go over a few sections over, a few blocks over or whatever, a few minutes, it immediately gets better. That's gentrification for you. People build around poor. It don't matter. Business companies buy land for that reason around poor areas. Why? Because it's said to not be worth any money, but they can make money out of that. That's how it works. So let's make a left. I don't know where this is going to take me. Yeah, this section looks good. They got a nice hill area around here. You can see like a peak of like, I don't know, like a baby mountain, or I wouldn't say that like a it peaks here, the territory basically, or like the terrain more so. But I wouldn't say it's like a mountain. It's more so a mound probably. Who knows? Oversized mound. But there's a peak and you can kind of see it. You can, I can, because I'm looking to the left. That's not like really important. That's just like for the speed post, because I'm thinking some action. But I'm not surprised though. They got cameras out there. Why am I not surprised? This is what they do in Philly. In Philly, they be covering them cameras up, and then them cops, them lazy ass, fat asses be sitting there, their coffee and donuts. Their asses ain't doing nothing. Really not. staking out and like vans and from a distance, and yeah, they do all of that. Still don't be doing nothing. Like they get paid to work to come up with no results and shit. And then when they catch a motherfucker, they always let them out. Always let them out. It's kind of don't matter what you do nowadays sometimes, right? So I'm gonna, because if I keep going right, I'm gonna head to the downtown area. So what I'm gonna do is stay left, and let's go back down and let's see if we can cross at another point. I'm hungry too. I got like this Dominican grub I need to eat that I bought. I'm gonna eat it because I ain't finna waste that. But let's go. Looks like some type of ball court or something there they have there. Now, don't be crying too because you can't see. This is nighttime action. Remember that. And we got the alleyways with the, I don't know if he got his high beams on or he just got LED bulbs. They damn sure ain't HID bulbs. Alright, I feel better. LED bulbs got is annoying bright. HIDs is nice bright. I'm old school. Yeah, we're gonna take this back down to the highway basically. Kinda ish. If I gotta end the video, when you start seeing like the videos I put on the end for you to click on or whatever, look, you already know the end of the goddamn video. You feel me? It looked like we got more parts over here, but I wonder just because I'm crossing a different section. Look, maybe is a better area. Who knows? Now you could get I don't know if you can. You probably can get. I think you can get the regional red line out here, but I think you gotta get it from down in town. But if you want to get here exactly, I think you can get that from the train, and then you might gotta like Uber. I don't know how that works exactly, but you definitely can get up here by train coming from the city. But just make sure you get like a Uber, unless you want to be that dude that walk or just bring your bike in. Yeah, you could do that. Maybe I should come around here on a bicycle one day. Let's go down here. Now this section reminds me, got little Philly vibes. Not Philly too much, but like hood vibes, but more so Derby vibes, exactly. My fault, was going over a bump while I was saying Derby. Ain't come out right. And yeah, it's definitely hood section over here. I can imagine this section versus the other section where we was probably doing some dumbass shit like beefing or whatever. Let me turn here. And hood gas station. This is in the hood, right? That's what we call it. So these more row homes. This reminds me, it's like some of the row homes in Philly. Some of the row homes in Williamsport as well. It just got like that same ghetto townhouse design. Oh shit. Let me speed up because somebody be getting impatient behind me for sure. I wanted to cruise there. I remember I shouldn't be cruising at nighttime. Being all suspicious like with the police or whatever, I shouldn't be like, nah, gotta come back around here during the day. But I kind of liked this video or whatever. It's probably be one of my more favorite videos. Why? Just that's why. Let me turn up in here. And shit, it's like a steel mill here or something like that. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Let me flip it back around now and go the opposite direction because I want to be able to look like that's gonna take me somewhere where it ain't the hood. Don't look like a hood that way. Alright, I found another section to go. I like how it's spread out around here, so it's not like a lot of congestion going on. Maybe people might feel like that, but I kind of feel like the opposite. Is definitely, you got the hood presence, but you also got space. Let me turn this off because it stopped raining. I think it's safe for me to get out on foot, but it wouldn't make any sense because I don't have no lighting on my camera, and I don't want to be walking down the street with like my headlamps on, trying to be filming videos and stuff and disturbing the peace. I'd rather disturb the peace during the day. But I'm in my car, I'm more comfortable. I got my headlights, and we could just show you as is through the dash cam. And let me scoot over to the side because they tore that the ground up probably to do some plumbing. So like, there's a lot of hills, like I stated. You know, my biggest question still, if it could be answered, what the hell y'all do around here? What the hell y'all do around here? It looks sad around here. Let's turn up here, Hope Street. Let's hope we find something. Or I could just see where we're going straight ahead and keep going straight. Because it looked like it's more. Definitely is more. Got some niggas, more niggas. I probably done passed there already. I don't think I did because this is, yeah, it's 5th Ave. I must have went back an area and don't remember where I'm at again. I'm not from here. I don't know. But what I know is that I'm driving. And at some point, we're going to get back to a main road or main something. So this must be another 5th or 6th Ave or 5th Ave, but on the other side, which is absolutely weird. Maybe I'm not in Coatesville no more, but this sure as hell still look like we in Coatesville. So what's this parking lot right here? I don't know what this is. Maybe a business. I remember my cousin lived out here, but I mean, shit, she know better than me. Yeah, we're gonna flip this around. Look like a post office. That's exactly what it looks like. Could be wrong. Let me pull over. Let that alleyways behind me go past. No, this is United Steel Workers of America. Okay, whatever. So this town, like I said, was known for a lot of industrial businesses and companies, you know, steel companies, steel mills and stuff like that. They attracted a lot of people from the South. They attracted niggas, whites. They attracted, you know, people from like other countries where people just wanted to make money. And that's what they came here to Coatesville for. They had opportunities to work. And people end up staying and making a life out of here. I just heard like a train, so we definitely know trains. There's trains everywhere, but I'm just letting y'all know I heard one. So this area got better over here. This part where I'm at, I think I'm just gonna flip it back and call it. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So, Leekautorepair, I appreciate you guys watching. If you got any towns you can think of, just let me know. We'll head over there. Nighttime. It sucks that I was trying to get like some. I came up here too late, but at least we know what it looks like at nighttime. We got good areas. We got bad areas, just like how it is all around the world. Ain't no different, but at least I can show you what we do over here in Pennsylvania and how it is. So make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video. And next place we're going to go to after this is we're going to go to Allentown, but we're going to do that during the day, but until the point where it start to get dark, and then we'll leave like how I did Norristown. So thank you guys for